Hello everyone, it's Shannon Shy. Welcome to another installment of Q&A with Shannon about OCD recovery. Thank you everyone for the questions. Please keep them coming. I really enjoy doing this series. All right, to today's questions. There are two of them. It begins with, "Hi Shannon, I hope you're doing great. I'm following all your advices and I'm truly thankful for all the things that you've been posting. They mean a lot for my recovery and I'm doing better, bit by bit." Well, keep going. I really appreciate that compliment. I have two questions for you. First, during your recovery process, did you take medication? I'm not asking for medical advice, of course, just to know from your experience. Second, these last days, I'm feeling better just by disregarding all my OCD thoughts. But sometimes I have intrusive thoughts about the disregarding behavior by itself. How do I know I'm disregarding? Do I think I'm disregarding, but I'm not in reality? I'm doing things wrong, maybe. And of course, it's having a negative impact on my recovery process. What to do in this situation? Thank you a lot. Anonymous. All right, these are great questions. First, on medication. Yeah, I was on medication. I did two videos on medication, which I recommend to you. I did them on March 26th and March 28th of 2024. You can find them on this Facebook page, Instagram, or on my YouTube channel. Just type in my name and OCD and it'll pop up. All the videos are organized on YouTube, by the way. So rather than spend time today going through medication and what I think about it, just go to those videos if you would. To the second question. It's quite common for OCD to try any trick in the book it can to trip you up. It'll create doubt wherever it can. And it loves to do catch-22 situations, sort of the I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't scenario. So what do I do? Well, you provide a good example about how this occurs, right? It wants you to now go in and be analytical about this whole concept of disregarding. And it'll just put layer upon layer upon layer of doubt in your mind. How did I deal with this kind of phenomena? I developed a technique that I called fruit of the poisonous tree. Fruit of the poisonous tree is an old legal doctrine that I adopted, right? I went back and I said, this reminds me of OCD. And I thought about this, learning about this legal doctrine called fruit of the poisonous tree. Basically, fruit of the poisonous tree stands for the proposition that if the police suspect you of a crime and then they conduct an unconstitutional search of you, then if they find evidence of that crime, it's not admissible, right? That seizure is not admissible in court. Fruit of the poisonous tree goes a step further and says, if police find evidence of another crime while they're conducting this unlawful search, then that evidence is not admissible either in trying to prove your guilt. So I applied this to OCD. If I had pegged the original thought as coming from OCD, then any follow-on related thought, and they used to come in rapid machine gun fire mode on me, but all of those follow-on related thoughts, I mean, I would immediately just say, oh, that's OCD too. And then what? I allowed it to be in my mind. Just allowed it. So this thought about, did you really disregard it or any of that? I would have said that can be here too. And stuck with resisting giving in to whatever the compulsion is. All of these thoughts, right? They could just come in rapid fire. Let them be there. That's coming from OCD too. And in many ways, I checkmated the disorder, right? I didn't take the bait of going in and analyzing whether each thought was true or whether it had validity. It automatically went into the OCD bucket. So I hope you find this helpful. That's how I dealt with it. So I will see everybody on Monday for Motivation Mondays. Have an awesome weekend and keep going, right? I'm right here with you. Bye.